Alright, we're going to get ready to do the Sliceback. I think the most important thing here is to pick a reference and put your lift vector on it that's behind the aircraft. The farther away your reference is, the less bank that you're going to have and the less of a split S-ish it's going to resemble. 150 to 180 is the airspeed. We got the airspace and altitude below us for it, about 11,000. Go ahead and level off here to about 11,000. 160 is fine. I'm going to start with idle, and then if I am not under AOA to maintain airspeed in the dive, I'm going to keep idle until I get to AOA. After I feel that I'm in the stick shaker or that there's a buffet on the airplane and I've got a lot of AOA, then I'm going to go ahead and transition to max power through the end of the maneuver. So we 11,000, about 160. I'm going to pick a reference behind the aircraft and close to the tail. I'm going to roll, put my lift vector on, and pull. Alright, I've got my reference. We're clear of clouds here, and here we go. Lift vector on, pull, under AOA, max power.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
And terminate.
Bingo. Bingo.
Alright, we'll do the pitchback, 230 to 250. We're right in that airspeed window. 8,000 of the airspace above me. I'm going to look back, pick a reference. Doesn't have to be exactly directly behind the airplane because it's hard to see. And what I want to do is I'm going to roll and pull. Max power, keeping that reference in my sight. And ending up not exactly 180, but close to, and then point at my reference. That's the pitchback. Alright, we're setting up for the turn reversal AHC maneuvers. You can do all three from one setup. Just realize that you're going to need some altitude. So 11,000 is a pretty good place to start. Make sure you're clear of clouds. We'll come to the left here a little bit. First one, high over G potential, so fly the T. And then the very last one is a high AOA, so high OCF potential. So go ahead and make sure that you're not snap rolling it or pulling right into the stick shaker and then giving as much rudder as you can. That's going to result in probably an OCF. Alright, right in our basket, 220 to 250 for our first turn reversal. We'll go to the left, and then we'll go ahead and pull to the right. We'll scrub off some airspeed with AOA and nose up. We'll get to about 150 to 180, and then from there we'll do another reversal. That one's going to require a little bit more aileron and rudder combination, and then from there we'll scrub some more airspeed off with AOA, and it'll be about 100 to 150. That's going to require a lot more rudder. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. It's about 220, 11,100 is doable. Come to the left, clear left, coming left. Roll, set the lift vector, max power, pull. Let's sustain this airspeed, good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and fly the T, unload, roll, set lift vector, and pull. We'll go ahead and tap idle real quick, come back to max. We're going to bleed some of this airspeed, bring that nose up slightly, and let that AOA start to slow us down. There's about 150 to 180. Let's go ahead and fly the T. A little bit more rudder here, and then go ahead and reset that lift vector and then pull. Let's go ahead and scrub some more airspeed with AOA. Checking our altitude, 9,000, about 1,000 feet to go. Just below 150, we'll go ahead and roll while keeping AOA on the airplane. It's going to require a lot of rudder. And here it is, about 147. Roll and pull. A lot of AOA on the aircraft. Keeping AOA on the aircraft, we're still in the stick shaker. Roll out. Get an ops check. 296.5. Looks like 6.9 G's on the button. We're setting up for the high AOA maneuver. That'll be the split S at about 180. We'll go ahead and set up for the 220 brake turn setup. We'll come left. We're 11,000, 220, 3,000 feet below us, so we're going to recover at about 8,000 feet or just above. Power's coming back in, clear left, here we go. Brake turn. powers back to scrub that airspeed. At about 185, we're going to flip it over. Here it is. Get into that stick shaker, max. Don't let it out of stick shaker, don't let it out of stick shaker. There's 211 and well above 3,000. And then we can continue the fight from there. Alright, we're setting up for the acceleration maneuver. What we're trying to show is how much a lot of AOA has on the effect of losing airspeed, and then taking AOA and the lift demand off the aircraft, how much that affects gaining airspeed back at max power. It's going to be the fastest way to accelerate. We're not going to go 0 Gs or negative Gs. We'll be about 0.3, just so that we're not 0 Gs for more than 5 seconds here. Anyway, we're going to be 220, start at 11,000, clear left, clear right, we're going to come right. Brake turn. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that PCL to idle. Pull to the stick shaker and hold that nose close to the horizon so that we bleed down to about 130. Here's 130, max power, roll out, push forward to about 0.3 Gs. Here comes 180. Go ahead and roll back up and then hold 180 with AOA. Max power. A little bit slow, it's okay, we get the nose down and then watch the floor at 8,000. I'll go ahead and recover. That's the acceleration maneuver.